For Indonesia, Indonesia is the fourth most populous country in the world, with a population of more than 270 million and favorable demographics, with a growing middle class. Its GDP per capita of $5,000 has the potential headroom to double as it strives to transform into a middle-income country. The country has been engaging in value-up initiatives such as mineral downstreaming in important commodities like copper and nickel to improve its GDP, current account, and currency stability, while large-scale infrastructure investment under the Jokowi administration has laid the foundation for monetization under the Prabowo administration. Looking ahead, improvements in agriculture and farm efficiency, which comprise about 13% of the economy, and the government's push towards improvements in social infrastructure, such as housing and nutrition, are key initiatives towards broadening the base for sustained economic growth. For Indonesia, the Indonesian market has been a laggard in ASEAN in 2024, mainly due to political uncertainty over the Indonesian elections, as well as muted commodity prices compared with 2023. Looking ahead, we expect the more stable, inclusive political environment under the new Prabowo administration to be conducive for businesses and economic growth, while fundamental improvements in the commodity cycle can create a more resilient rupiah that can attract foreign investors back into Indonesia. For Indonesia, the pro-growth Prabowo administration could encourage a broadening of growth in various industries, which has been dominated by the strong performance of the banking sector so far. As mentioned, the consumer space could also benefit on the back of government policy to support the low-end economy, with policies such as the free lunch program and minimum wage increases, while the construction and cement and housing sector can also benefit from government focus to increase housing supply in overcrowded metropolitan areas. Government initiatives in support of EV adoption for transportation can help develop a circular EV economy from mine to motor, as Indonesia has been encouraging EV manufacturers to take advantage of the country's abundant nickel reserves to develop an EV ecosystem. In Indonesia, besides the banks which have done well so far, we expect other sectors to benefit from the pro-growth Prabowo administration. The commodity sectors, such as in agriculture and metals like copper and nickel, could see improving fundamentals after the cycle of weakness in 2023, especially if the EV ecosystem in Indonesia develops. With the increase in minimum wages and certain policies to help the low-income consumers, we expect the consumer sector to do well, while the construction and cement sectors should benefit from the government's plan to increase housing supply. For Indonesia, while Indonesia's resource potential and demographics hold great potential for growth, the ability for a stable political environment and an efficient government that is able to execute policy intentions are the greatest factors for success for Indonesia. The stability of the rupiah is also paramount for growth, where a favorable current account surplus is an essential ingredient. Political stability is the most important ingredient in encouraging wealth to be retained in a country. For Indonesia, over the next few years, investments in the mineral downstreaming are likely to fully bear fruit and drive GDP growth and exports towards a sustained and stable currency. The effectiveness of a Prabowo administration in driving sustained growth, as well as improving the bedrock low-end segment of the economy, is a key driver for the medium and long-term growth of the economy. As for Indonesia, the previous 10 years of Jokowi's administration has been marked by fiscal prudence, as well as infrastructure development. Over the next 5 to 10 years, a pro-growth Prabowo administration can take advantage of the infrastructure foundations laid by Jokowi to develop a pro-growth strategy to accelerate Indonesia's path towards a middle-income economy. Indonesia's foreign policy is likely to be more strategic, with the foreign and military experience of Prabowo enabling Indonesia to be more independent and relevant in the multipolar world. This can enable foreign investors to recognize the stability of Indonesia as an investment destination.